everyone, it's Suffer and I'm back with another video. So today we're going to be drawing with Copic markers. But we're not gonna be using the brush tip. This is the Chisle Tip challenge. Get ready. This is gonna be a hassle and a half. Maybe. Probably. So if you don't know about Copic markers, people tend to really like Copic markers because they have the brush tip, so that makes them really nice to use and really good at blending and shading. Excuse me. Yeah, and a lot of people don't really like the Chisle Tip. So so there's this challenge floating around where you only use the Chisle Tip to draw your art. And today we're gonna do that. So let's get started with that. So I wanted to do something that would I don't know, look cool with a Chisle Tip style of coloring. And I remember when I did the review for those markers from Banggood, I did kind of like a city scene thing. So I figured that that would be kind of cool to do with the Chisle Tips, because then you can get the strokey effect that you see here, and yeah, I don't know. I figured that it would be cool, so that's what I'm doing. I really wanted to use the effect of the Chisle Tip as an advantage rather than an obstacle for this. So I'm kind of laying down the color in a way where you can see the texture or the stroke or whatever you want to call it of the chisel, instead of trying to fill it all out and make it smooth, because that would just basically just be like painting with any other marker and just filling everything out, except that it's just a clunky tip that's annoying to use. So I wanted to use it as an effect in my piece. Oh, here's a good example. When I was laying down the bricks for the pavement, I kind of painted one at a time so that they overlapped, and that created the shadow in between them, to make it look more like bricks, and I feel like that worked pretty well. I ended up going over the bricks a million times because I wanted this to be a night scene, so I wanted it all to be fairly dark, but I was too afraid to make it all dark right off the bat, so I had to just go over it a million times. So I kind of lost some of that texture. I put it back in later, but I wish that I'd put more of that texture in there. If you didn't know already, I'm gonna be going to London next week, which I'm really excited about. I'm making some videos so that you guys will have something to watch while I'm gone. I'm probably gonna go down to one video a week again while I'm gone, because I just don't have time to make that many videos before I leave. So I'm sorry about that, but at least you'll have some videos. I'm gonna be vlogging while in London, and then I'll upload it to my second channel. If you wanna follow that, you can go onto my channel page, and it's right out there on the right side in related channels. It's called Soft Stuff, and it's currently pretty empty. It has a vlog from last summer on there if you wanna go in and watch me trying to figure out how to vlog. That's always fun. But I'm gonna be putting my London vlog up on there. Also, if any of you guys happen to be in London and see me while I'm there, please come up and say hi to me. It's probably not gonna happen. I just really wanna meet you guys and say hi to you. So if you do see me and you recognize me, please come and say hi to me. I wanna talk to you. Look at your face. But going back to the artwork, I filled in all of the windows with this yellowy shade, and then I put this orange shade on the edge of it to make it look like light. It didn't work out very well. It doesn't look very nice. I did a mock-up of this on the computer before starting to color it, so I would know what colors I wanted to go where and where the light would go and stuff. As you see, the light from the windows is kind of what do you call it? Bouncing onto the ground? Being reflected? No, it's not being reflected. It is on the ground and on the building next to it. and I forgot when I was coloring in the ground. So the light ended up looking really muddy on the ground because I had to go in afterwards and kind of try to lighten it up. And it didn't work, so I'm really sad about that. I should have remembered it while I was coloring in the tiles. So that bumps me out. Another struggle I had with this was making it dark enough to look like a night scene, and also to look like the digital colored version that I'd made, or the thumbnail, whatever you want to call it. Because you can try and color match as much as you want to with Copic markers, but you're never gonna get the exact color that you want. It's always gonna be slightly off. So I had a lot of trouble getting it to that stage that I wanted it to be at, and it just ended up looking a bit weird, and the color palette is kind of odd with the blue and the yellow. It was originally more purple in the thumbnail, but I just didn't dare go in with the purple because I was afraid I was gonna make it too purple. It was a whole thing. I was also kind of afraid that it was gonna look like every other scene that I've ever done, because I tend to make all of my like perspective drawings into nighttime scenes where everything is purple and then with like orange and yellow lights. So I kind of wanted to stray away from that, which is why I made it so blue. But now that I look at it, I'm like, it's kind of still the same thing, it's just blue now instead of purple. Why did I do this? Why do I always do this? I should try to go for different color palettes every once in a while. It's just, you know, when you have your comfort zone, it's just really hard to step away from it, to not use those purple markers. Yeah, you see I used them here for the people even. Stuff. Talking about the people, I really had a lot of issues drawing the people in there because they were just so tiny, and I had to color them in with the chisel tips, and I wanted it to have kind of like a square, strokey kind of rectangle feel effect, whatever, to it. But it was just really hard to like go in and define all of the details while still trying to keep the effect, and also just with the chisel tip, because the chisel tip is so big and clunky. I kind of see now why people don't like the chisel tip. I'm always like, oh, it's not so bad, I like the chisel tip, I use it sometimes. But I guess that what I don't realize is that I also use the brush tip when I need the brush tip, and I just use the chisel tip for things where it makes sense. So when you have to use the chisel tip for like small details, that's really annoying. So all in all, I ended up not really using that chisel effect as much as I wanted to. Originally I was looking at pictures of cities with leaves and, you know, like those vines creeping up the buildings and stuff, and I just really wanted to do that, but then I forgot about it, so I didn't really I don't feel like I used the chisel effect to its full potential, which I'm kind of sad about. So I might do another one of these in the future, see if I can use it more as an effect and less as a handicap. So yeah, this illustration definitely didn't turn out as I wanted it to. It's definitely not one of my best illustrations, but still, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's not the worst thing I've ever done. It's okay, I guess. I'm not that mad at it, but I just wish that I could have made it better, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. It could have used some more separation between the different buildings as well. They're just all big blue blobs, and you can't really tell which building starts where and like what's going on. So that's a note to future stuff. Now we are almost at the end of the video, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat a thing real soon. I hope that you liked the video, I hope that you liked the artwork, and I hope that you want to watch my vlog when I upload it. Remember to go to my second channel, shameless self-promotion, right there. Oh yes. What else? Yes, if you guys have any challenges that you would like to see me do, please let me know in the comments, and I will consider doing them. I might not. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Here is the finished artwork. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's it. So I will see you guys later.